A very, very warm, good afternoon from a very hot Germany. Very good evening to all of you back in India, or a good day wherever you are in the world. This is Arunava Chaudhuri. You are live on my YouTube channel, Arunfoot, for a very, very special watch along of the AFC Champions League 2 playoff qualifiers, in which Indian Super Cup winners FC Goa face Oman champions Al Seeb club. Namaste, Yagesh. From the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in Fatorda in Margao in Goa. And it'll be interesting to see what Goa can do if they can win this game at home. And just as an info, if you want to watch the live feed, the colleagues from KL Now TV are broadcasting the game. And it will be very, very interesting to see how this match is played. I quickly go through the lineups of AFC Goa, who have decided to field all six of their foreigners. In goal, Ritik Tiwari, Akash Sangwan as left back, Sandesh Jingan and Paul Moreno. In defense, Boris, at the heart of defense, Boris Singh as right back, Borja Herrera and David Timor. In midfield, it has Danta on the right in an attacking position, Ika Guruchina as a number 10, maybe even dropping back a little, Dejan Drazic as the left attacking player, while Javi Severio has joined FC Goa from Jamshedpur FC, someone who's worked under Manolo Marquez at Hyderabad FC. So the coach and the player know each other quite well. And therefore, the coach decided, you know what, let me go for a safe bet in regard to a striker in Indian conditions. So that's what Manolo has decided. And let me know what you guys think, what you guys believe could be the outcome of this game. You think that FC Goa, will they make it to the group stage of the AFC Champions League 2, like the ISL champions, Mohun Bagan, Super Giant, ISL Cup winners? So that is that. Saksham, hello, welcome back. And or do Al Seeb, who won the AFC Cup 2022 and have started with a completely Omani side, Aziz Cissé, they're Senegalese signing on the bench, but otherwise only Omani players. And it looks quite rainy in Goa, which looks heavy from what I can see. And so therefore for me, pitch looks heavy. Not too many people also in the stands, if I see that right. It's a little on the upper. I don't know what's the situation on the other side. And what is this? You saying, is there a problem on my stream? Sorry to say that. Is there a problem on this stream, on the sound? All right. As both the teams line up to walk onto the field, let me know what you guys think. Which license coach are better? Saksham, depends on what you mean by which license coach, would be my question to you. It might be, wait 1 second, it might be my Dyson. 1 second, let me just turn the thing off. Just 1 sec. Maybe 1 second. And both the teams walk out. And if I'm right, I can see. He means the Kena stream. I don't know what the quality is of the sound. Sorry, I can't say that. That's yours. Maybe Goku is. I hope it's better now. Score prediction, Yogesh. To me, again, I'd like FC Goa to win. That's what I'd like to see. But I think I'll see very, very difficult opposition on this day likely. Goku says, I think FC Goa will be defeated. Okay. UEFA or AFC, other federation, good testing knowledge. Saksham, theoretically on paper, all these are of a similar level because they've been worked out by UEFA, by AFC, by CONCACAF, by CAF, by CONMEBOL, or by the OFC. Again, the question is, what is implemented by the coaches? The licensing is not your biggest problem. I think licensing, to get licensing is the easy part. The question is, what do you take out of that licensing and do with your coaching? But again, let's focus on the game as both the teams line up before the game, as we see both FC Goa as well as Seeb out there on the field at the Fatorda, and let's hope for an FC Goa win, which would give India in the second season of the AFC Champions League for the first time, 2 teams in the competition. Mohun Bagan have qualified as the ISL League Shield winners, and FC Goa are in this playoff as the Indian Cup winners, in that case the Super Cup, and therefore they are in this matchup, and therefore we're waiting to see if they can achieve something today. And therefore, for me, 1 second, let me just get onto the AFC. Arnav, KL Now is doing is the official streaming partner of the game. So KL Now at the moment is streaming the game if you want to watch the game, and if you want to be part of this watch along where I chit chat with you all and we talk and just enjoy a little bit of football, you and all the others are more than welcome to join in. And we still see a lot of Goa fans still coming into the stadium. Nice to see not only FC Goa flag but some Indian flags out there as well. Sandesh Jingan stands there as the captain of FC Goa, and it will be interesting to see with Mohammed Al Musalami, the defender, the captain of Seeb. Referee Zhang Lei and his assistants and the 4th official all are from China. So that's also then sorted, so to say. And so therefore that's the information that we have at this moment in time. And meanwhile, in earlier matches, Persib Bandung were the team who won already their first game. Meanwhile, in Central Asia, there's a game happening at the moment, and that is also going on. So therefore, we'll have to wait and see what happens tonight in Champions League 2. Just trying to go to the lineup. And meanwhile, FC Regar Tadas from Tajikistan is losing 1-2 to Ahal FC from Turkmenistan. So that is that. And let's wait and see what happens today. Chinese referees, what's going to happen now. No, Goku, again, I know, what these referee thing discussions are happening left, right, and center. I've heard it now a lot over the years. There's that, everything. I don't think so. It depends on what the teams can do. And it depends on FC Goa. It depends on themselves, so to say, that they can win this. And again, referees are making mistakes left, right, and center. As FC Goa is going to have kickoff, Ika Guruchena standing over the ball. And let's wait and see. Except Sandesh, no other Indian player playing in important places. Sachin, I wouldn't agree to that point because you have Ritik Tiwari in goal. And I think it's an interesting combo of having Boris and Udanta on that left wing. And of course, Akash Sangwan as well. So every position could be important. Long ball forward. cleared by Seeb, cleared by FC Goa. And interesting to see, of course, Seeb with no foreigners, and FC Goa with 6 foreigners, 5 of them being Spaniards, 3 of them with ISL and Indian condition experience. So therefore, that will be very interesting to see. Long ball forward again. Severio, Drazic, and that will be interesting to see how this match starts. Manuel Marquez shows off some skills. Manuel Marquez wearing a raincoat in the heat in Goa. Interesting to see what happens. Seeb trying to play the ball around. Clear it. Cleared by Sandesh. A lot of headers at the start of the game. Ball a lot up in the air. Seeb play the ball forward on that left wing. Trying to keep the ball. Seeb slipping a little in these weather conditions. Nice combine, nice trial. Boris has to get there. Boris has to stay on his marker. Seeb combine nicely. FC Goa a little under pressure on that left wing. Plays it to the other side. Akar Sangwan now has to work. Seeb taking control of things at the start of the game. Played out wide. Cross into the danger area. Important clearance there from, was it Pau Moreno? I think so. Directly under pressure. Seeb with the ball, making their intentions clear. We're not going to play wait and watch. Ball through. Ball into the middle. Dangerous pass. And that's a good opportunity. Blocked there by FC Goa. Was it an FC Goa player or was it an Seeb player? FC Goa directly under pressure. Seeb doing everything they can to put pressure. Seeb have the ball back. Nomani's taking charge of the game. Al-Khamisi. Al-Shaksi. And nice little touches, nice little turns from the Omanis. FC Goa not getting the ball. That does not look good so far, I have to say, if I'm very, very honest. The Omanis completely controlling proceedings at the Fatorda. Manolo putting his hands up. FC Goa too deep. Ball through, nicely played into a dangerous area. That's a chance. And too high from Al-Rawahi. The right winger. Ball put behind him. Put behind Akar Sangwan. And he chipped it into the middle, but too high. FC Goa under a lot of pressure in the first 4 minutes. Surprisingly, I have to say. Seeb making their intentions clear. Win the ball back from an FC Goa throw-in. Goa are not in this. Yogesh, not good by Goa. Seeb looked the better side so far. Seeb and Al-Rawahi plays it back. Ritik Tiwari has the ball. Maybe should take a little bit of time to slowly build up. Take his time. Get going. Because FC Goa, that's not good enough so far in the first 5 minutes. It's been all Seeb. Throw in for Seeb. Obviously, they cannot get to the ball. Let's see what they throw in. Someone clears. China clears the ball forward, but nothing's going to come of it. FC Goa are completely not in the game so far. Cleared. Chance. Maybe no. Back with the keeper. I'll see dominating proceedings so far. Musab Al-Shaksi. Trying to combine. FC Goa for once. Take the ball away. It's foul not given. FC Goa have to do a little bit more. First time, you could go to China with the ball. Borja, yeah. In an unnatural position as a defensive midfielder, likes to be more attacking or on the wing. Moreno to Dejan Drazic. Akar Sangwan. Back to Pau. David Timur. Boris. Can't clear it. Ball back with the Omanis. Oh, that's dangerous through, but cleared by Akar Sangwan. Chance maybe to break. FC Goa lose the ball. Guru Chena. It's too fast at the moment for FC Goa. I don't know why. It looks a little too fast. With little worrying, in my opinion. The Omanis are playing their small little passes, playing the ball around. Clearly more mature. Throw in for FC Goa. Let's hope the Goas can turn things around. This hasn't been the best of football so far from them. Chance there for Dejan Drazic on the left flank. He's got space with him. He can take a shot. What was this? This was looked more like a back pass. Could have done better. Dejan Drazic. And the Omanis back in attack. Taking their time, taking their turns. Mexico allowing them to combine, dropping deep, dropping very deep. And this will be the first corner of the evening for the guests from Seeb. Stadium slowly filling up, at least the upper tier. Corner for the guests from Seeb, their first of the evening. Played short into the danger zone, cleared by Sandesh. I think goal is coming, says Sachin. I hope not. Oh, that's the dangerous one and offside given. Manolo Marquez will not be happy with this so far. It's goalless, yes, after nearly 10 minutes, but it's all been Seeb so far. FC Goa struggling to stay in the game. It's not good for the Gores. As he clear it. Moreno being put under pressure. Ritik Tiwari. Want to clear it long. Maybe a chance for Sigo to break. No. Back to the keeper. Al-Rawahi. Ahmed Al-Rawahi. And that's a foul from Udanta. The Omanis controlling the ball, controlling the opponent. Not good enough at the moment. Sachin saying if Goa plays in the same way as they're playing, I think they will lose 4 or 5-0. Yeah, Sachin doesn't look good at the moment, and the Omanis are faster, quicker in their thinking, good in their combination play. And again, they're not playing a Forest long edge attempt, and that was nearly on goal. Corner for Seeb. David Timor. Who's coming to replace Carl McHugh at FC Goa. Corner, second corner for Seeb. 12th minute. Into the danger zone, cleared. Chance for FC Goa maybe to break. No, intercepted by Seeb. Have the ball back, taken back by Drazic. Akash plays it back to Drazic, who plays it on to Havisiverio, but blocked by the Omanis. Throw in, and Akash taking his time. And that's the first corner for FC Goa. They will take it. Can they create something? Wasn't the best of starts so far. Borja Herrera to take it. Borja into the danger area. There's a header coming, but not on goal. It's going to be a goal kick for Seeb. Was it Havisiverio? Looks like it. Yeah, FC Goa will not be happy, cannot be happy so far. Manolo surely will be thinking, what can I change? What can I do? How can I impact this team to be better? Because so far, this is not good enough from the Gores. While his counterpart, Nikola Jurovic, will be happy with the way his team is played. But they have to do more. It's hurting at the moment. Free kick for Seeb. The Goans dropping back, allowing the Omanis to try and build up. Seeb on the left. To be careful, the Gauze. Played in halfway. Box, ball into the box. Cleared by Sandesh, but not clearly. Boris heads on. Udanta runs under the ball. Seeb have the ball back. That is the problem. They're losing the ball in a dangerous area. That's a shot on goal. And Sandesh gets his foot to it. So far, FC Goa surviving. Corner for Seeb. Into danger zone. Ritik Tiwari clears it. Immediate attempt on goal, and Seeb will not get it. They want a corner. Not going to get it. The striker, Abdul Aziz Al Mukhbali. We are in the 17th minute, still goalless. FC Goa playing like Indian national team. Yeah, Siddharth, welcome. Not looking good so far. There's no cohesion, no attacking intent. And again, this is different because this team has 6 foreigners. But again, football is a crazy game. As maybe FC Goa can create something out of nowhere. That would be needed because so far, I'll see the much better team from what I've seen at least. Don't know if you guys agree with me, but this is very dangerous. But again, as long as it's 0-0, anything is possible in football. Oh, there might be a chance for Ika Guruchena. Ooh. Yeah, Guruchena wants a foul. I think the striker was too late. Manolo trying to sort his lines. Paul Moreno and Sandesh Jingan in a conversation at the back. Yeah, that's a thing of coordination amongst those two as well. Replay of that opportunity. Yeah, goalkeeper had his hands on the ball, so that free kick is fine. I think we'll have to do more. So far, disappointing performance from the Gors, I have to say. Expected more. I think we all expected more. And the Omanis are the better of the two teams. Chance maybe to break here. Javi Severio does beat his marker. And the keeper clears it long. Pau doesn't win the header. And do they earn a corner? No, that's a goal kick for FC Goa. Yeah, the new foreigners have not clicked so far for FC Goa. Let's be very clear about this. Paul Moreno, as well as David Timor, Javi Severio, they're there, but they're not that impressive. And Abdul Aziz Al Mukhbali is causing a lot of problems for the FC Goa defense, the number 9 of Al Seeb. 19 minutes in, Al Seeb player down, getting treatment. What does Manolo have up his sleeve? He's playing all his 6 foreigners. So from that perspective, he can't change anything. But what can he do? And the question is, what can they do to change things? Nice crowd at Fatorda. Hope this dies and happens quickly. We'll see good stadium attendance. Yeah, Uchut, I mean, at the moment it looks better. If you, good to see you join in the live. It's slowly filling up. You see, even still now, people are coming or people standing a little covered because it is damp and wet in Goa. But FC Goa have to do more with their football. Man down, free kick given for FC Goa. And that's a yellow card. Looks like Severio went down. Yeah, he's up again. This match is simulation of India with PAOS versus Oman. And Chirag, well, there are some other compulsions than just saying that. It's oversimplified in my opinion. Free kick for FC Goa in this situation. That seems to ball into a dangerous position. A chance maybe for Sandesh Jingan to get to it, doesn't get to it. And now they have to be careful not to allow a counter attack. Cleared by FC Goa. Ball back with Goa. But Seeb win it back. Cleared immediately their lines. And try to break. Nice little short passing from the Omanis. You're welcome, N7. When the Indian team is playing, we all should come together and support. The Omanis keep the ball amongst themselves in their back line. Goa doesn't seem to be able to get longer patches of the ball. That's also a problem today. But here, a chance maybe for FC Goa to break. Severio wins the ball, keeps the ball. Akash Sangwan loses the ball. Maybe a chance for Al to break. That's a good shot, good save from Ritik Tiwari. Luckily, not the best of shots from Al Mughbali, who seems to be the danger man for Al Seeb. Ritik Tiwari. Foul being shown. Shaksi with the yellow card. Oman is in attack. And handball not given. Goa capable of breaking. Long ball for Dejan Drazic and beats the keeper. The keeper is out of his goal, and that is a goal for FC Goa. Dejan Drazic. Terrible mistake by the goalkeeper. Dejan Drazic into an open net. FC Goa are leading 1-0 against Al Seeb. What a mistake from the keeper. What was he doing there? And FC Goa are able to utilize this terrible mistake from Al Seeb and take the lead. Al Rawahi with the mistake in the goal. Ahmed Al Rawahi, an experienced keeper, but that mistake, terrible. And that gives a chance to FC Goa. And yes, they utilize it. Nice chip from Dejan Drazic over the defender into an empty net. Ahmed Al Rawahi is off his line, chips it over the defender. And Dejan Drazic, now with his new number 71. That's my team, says N7. Let's go, said Mahagani and Simon. Kalma. Yeah. And all the possession that I was speaking about, right? All the possession for Al Seeb are worth nothing. Remember, we had this conversation. Sachin was saying a little earlier, right? If they play on like this, they will concede 4 or 5. Now the game changes, but Al Seeb are dangerous. Ball into the box, cleared by Moreno. Now we have a game on hand, and that handball is not given. Al Seeb attacking on that left wing, ball across the face of the goal, but into the arms of Ritik Tiwari. It's going to take his time now as FC Goa lead in this game. Very, very important. They have a lead now. Has Paul Moreno been? Nah, I'm not too convinced so far because the understanding with Sandesh isn't 100% on. I think they would need a few more matches, if you ask me, Simon. Paul Moreno and David Timur need a little bit of more game time. It'll be interesting to see how the game now changes. Helps FC Goa, of course, because they can fall back, allow Seeb more of the ball, and concentrate on counter attacks. I think that's what could help the Gores, because so far it's been an interesting game of football. Much more for Al Seeb. Goa with their first real chance score. So therefore, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Al Seeb know they have to do more. And the Omanis in green attack once more. Nothing. Given throw in. And two players bang into each other. Paul Moreno. As they show the FC Goa bench. A lot of options on that bench. Let's see who's on the bench. Lara, Bob, Seriton, Sanatomba, Ronnie, Nim, Ayush, Kavora, Yasir, Bryson, Harsh, and Alan. So full Indian bench because all 6 foreigners of FC Goa are in the starting lineup. Interesting to see how they do it. Here 9 out of 11 of Al Seeb are Oman national players. India is not going to beat this team, are they? Pranjal, at the moment they're winning, but we've got 6 foreigners on the field, so let's not, that's the difference. Ishan said, what a goal from FC Goa, quality, yeah. But again, goalkeeping blunder. There's no need for him to go out there. If he doesn't go out there, nothing happens. And now FC Goa can build on that. No, Indian national team. No, I mean, we lost to Oman the last few times we faced them. So therefore, I think beating them is out of question. And so far, yeah, Al Seeb have 70, maybe 75% of the ball. But again, final third penetration and utilizing their opportunities. Luckily, they haven't been good. That's, I guess, the best news. That's, I guess, where the difference comes in from foreigners. Dejan Drazic, 1 chance, 1 goal. It's more of the ball onto the wings. Gone through, simply gone through. Oh, offside. Moreno. There is complaints of a handball. But offside given. I don't need to see that again. That looked dubious. N7 says we qualify for 2019-20 AFC Champions League. What team it was with Koro Bomos, Jahu Fall, Edubidia, Seriton, Brandon, but they didn't allow us to fill all foreigners still hearts inside what could have been. Yeah. My timestamp is 29, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Intercepted by Borja. Iker Guruchena, Boris, Iker Guruchena, oops, loses his footing, nearly falls. I'll see combining again. 30 minutes gone. FC Goa lead 1-0. against Al Seeb from Oman in this AFC Champions League 2 playoff encounter. The winner will play in the AFC Champions League 2. So a big opportunity for both the teams. Hrithik has the ball. Good that weather conditions are favorable to us. Rain helps us. Yeah, but it doesn't actually, because Al Seeb is combining much, much better, Ishan. So the weather conditions so far have not helped us. Al Seeb the better team of the two. But again, that one situation, and there you see the difference of a foreigner in Asian football, not only just Indian football, but Asian football. That the foreigner does the trick. Dejan Drazic sees the situation, beats the keeper, and with the chip puts it into the goal. I don't know how many Asian players would do that. And I mean, they're not used to such. Ishan, they're not used to such weather, but again, at the moment, it doesn't seem to be a problem because they've been the better team, right? So therefore, both have to play on such a ground, and normally it should, but they've not been having a problem. They're playing their small passes, their triangles, their combinations as if this is nothing. So therefore, if it was a problem, no one is slipping. Dejan Drazic has to clear it. Yeah. Brought down. Drazic using all his experience and cleverness. Wants that contact. Two guys are doing live stream. One said, what a waste. It's been 8 minutes. No goal. It was one. We've seen 2 overs same time. What does that even mean? In 7, I don't even know who you're talking about, what they're saying. So difficult for me to comment, and also no need for me to comment. If you're welcome to listen to what I'm saying. And David Timur tries it, long range. And FC Goa playing a little different now, a little bit more aggressive. FC Goa waiting to cross that first line. Very interesting always to see that Seeb is able to play itself out from the back. They're not punting the ball long, but they're trying to play football. Trying to combine, trying to stay calm, composed, trying to find options on that left wing. Then if they don't find it, trying to find a way into the middle. And that was blocked by Siverio. Throw in for Al Seeb. Trying to find their way back into this game. The goal surely has rattled them. So we're controlling affairs. They've now got more of the ball, but luckily not getting into those dangerous positions. Combining at the back. Six foreigners versus 2 foreigners and still have looked better. There are no foreigners, Ishan. This is a fully Omani team. There is no foreigner in their lineup so far. Right, so I don't know where you're getting it. Because they're used to playing with each other. Ishan, again, most of the FC Goa team has also played together. So this is, that logic doesn't apply to me. Hey Blue, FC Goa ahead, who scored? Dejan Drazic with a lovely chip over the keeper, who had actually moved out of position onto the wing and left an empty goal. He chipped it over a defender. Very, very good goal. Do we go into penalties if it's a draw? I think so, if I'm not wrong. We would have to check. Oh, chance. Drazic. Akash trying to overlap. Pays it back to Drazic. And dispossessed. Akash out of position. Now, Seeb trying to... both sides playing turn up blue. Seeb the much better team. But an opportunistic FC Goa with the goal. And on to the other side. Striker Al Mughbali trying to combine themselves into positions. Cleared by FC Goa. Sorry, 9 national team players and 2 club players. Then yeah, Ishan, that must be. Akash Sangwan bar exposed ho raha hai. Yeah, quality of Indian players. Yeah, Crystal John been caught out of position multiple times now. Yeah, that's the problem. Akash is trying to be an attacking wing back. And on the other side, you have the sort of cover because Boris and Udanta actually is playing like in a 4-3-3, but actually sometimes dropping back also. So therefore, that's the catch, I think, today, to find out what is the best system in this. And again, I'll see win the ball back and Nasser Al-Rawahi, one of the guys who has been causing problems, the number 77. Again, beaten Boris. Chance there. Oh, cleared by David Timur. Very important interception, otherwise it would have been short goalwards. Akash tries to clear, and Seeb win the ball back. And they nicely combine at the back. Al-Alawi in defensive midfield. Total control. Yeah, this is too easy. And Mughbali onto the wing. There is no one. There is someone coming. Al-Rawahi, Nasser Al-Rawahi was on the way, and Akash didn't even know that the man was coming. That's his Draj in front, so no defending from his side. Yeah, Drazic has done some defending, so therefore to say that I think would be wrong. Dangerous cross in, and Akash, risky. Yes, in the match discussion, they were discussing that the left side of Seeb is more dominant attack-wise. Yes, Ishan. And they're getting so close. Yeah, blue. That is the point. And they're combining nicely. And cleared by FC Goa, but back with Seeb, foul from Severio. For FC Goa, the main thing is to try and take that 1-0 lead into the break. I think that's going to be important. So far, Seeb all over them, but luckily not with many good chances. That's the only good point. Cleared. Maybe chance for Severio to break. Takes on Drazic. And that should be a throw-in for Goa. Yes, it is. We should go for the second. 1 goal is never enough. Ishan, at the moment, Goa is unable to really get out of their back line, right, at the moment. So therefore, for me, at the moment, I would say 39 minutes on the clock. Another 5 plus. I take a 1-0 break, 1-0 goal lead into the break, and then I try and rebuild, because so far it's not been convincing. Should look to it on the counter since I said we're committing players forward. Yeah, but FC Goa are not able to combine, right? Some of these stuff, again, you and I, we say this and that we should doing, but they're not getting into those positions. Seeb is doing that actually quite well. Seeb once more dispossess the Goans. Play very, very nicely across. Combining football is good. It's just luckily their finishing is not good enough. Dispossessed by the Gores. Foul given on Javier Severio. Difference is clear. Without these foreign players, they would be thrashed. Yeah, Google, that's also. Who made that assist for the FC Goa? Oh, good question. Who was the assist? Ooh. Who played the pass forward? I don't know. Was it Moreno? Was it Akash Sangwan? I don't even remember, to be very honest. And the exposure, good exposure for, yeah. And he's done very well. One or two important timely clearances or saves. What matters? It's a club competition. Exactly, Goku. It's a club competition, and foreigners are allowed. And they decided not to play any, so far at least. And they've got a Senegalese striker on the bench. So let's see if they will play like this or will change anything. But for FC Goa, I think at the moment, as I say, 42nd minute ongoing, I think taking a 1-0 break into the lead is the best that we can hope for at the moment. And yeah. Why do you think they did not play any foreigners? Ishan, honestly, I don't know what the strategy, what the thinking of the coach is. Again, maybe it's again, I don't know. The Senegalese striker was signed a few days ago, so that's one thing. And you'll see bench, they're not happy. I guess FC Goa. Hi Punjab, hope FC Goa will win. Yeah, we're all hoping for that. Well, that's a good cross. Luckily, he doesn't get to it. And at least it's a corner. Saying that's a hand. Ahmed Al-Khamisi. Has he given a penalty? Looks like it. Dejan Drazic, has he given a penalty? Confusion on the field. Total confusion on the field. I'd love to see the replay of that. Both teams are playing. What has he given? I'm not sure. Penalty given? I'm not sure, Blue, if he's given a penalty. What has he given? Free kick? Yeah, I think he's given a free kick. Ooh. Yeah. I mean, if where the referee's standing, to me, that's a free kick. Yeah, he's marking, putting out the marker. Very difficult to say. Let's see where the ball came down. Okay, ball out. Where is Drazic? Oh, that's a clear-cut penalty. Oh. There is no discussion about that. Sorry, guys. Yeah, he's clear-cut in the box. There's no discussion about it. I mean, anyone is discussing this. Sorry. Yeah, free kick. Thank God. That was a penalty. And another penalty against an Indian team. Yeah, not given. So all these referee bashings that I've heard. Now, who was this? Was it Goku? Was it you who was saying, oh, Chinese referee, this and that? Utterly useless. So therefore, the football gods are once more like, for us. And Free kick goes wide. India women's against Thailand, 96th minute, not given. Yeah, today not given. So again, this this stereotypes that a lot of people want to create makes no sense. Luckily, no one gets his or her. No, not her. His head to it. The budget of fortune is melting more and more this year. Yeah, Roshan, we got lucky yet again. Got away. Yeah, 3 minutes of added time. Most probably there will be 4, maybe 5. But that was very lucky for FC Goa. That was a clear-cut handball from Dejan Drazic. No discussion about it. So a Chinese referee who supposedly is against us. Yeah. Even in the qualifiers, the friendly, these referee decisions have gone away. Yeah, Ishan, that's what I'm saying. So all this, the AFC is against us, so this and that, everything. Yeah, I would stop all of that conversations, right? Let's be honest about it. It's 1-0. So Dejan Drazic, at the moment, the hero for FC Goa, scoring the goal and denying a goal-scoring opportunity. No wonder the coach, not only the coach and even the manager, what I said, Chinese referees. Kuku, I thought you were saying that the Chinese is going to be against us, and that's the ball into the box. Well done, Akash Sangwan, to block that attack. Are they using VAR? No, there is no VAR. Yes, Kumar, it was a clear penalty. We've spoken about it. Again, not only today, but Indian football has been having a lot of fortune in the last few weeks and months with these kind of decisions. A lot of them have gone our way, so I don't want to hear any moaning and complaining anymore. And, yeah. Nikola Jurovic, the head coach of Seeb, is not happy. Seeb, maybe with the last attack of the first half on that left wing, gonna get the ball back into the box, I guess. But the box presence is not there. They're better around the box, trying to play the ball into dangerous positions. Maybe second half, Abdul Aziz Sisse might come on. FC Goa need to do more, need to defend, but need to get more attacks also out. Nicely done, not offside. Al Rahwahi in the box, cleared by Moreno. Drazic puts Akash under pressure. Ball out. That should be the first half. Yep. It's the halftime whistle from the Chinese referee. And Ishan saying 29,000 watching live. That's good for them. Yeah, blue halftime. So FC Goa take a slim 1-0 lead into the break. That would make them qualify for the AFC Champions League 2. And Dejan Drazic with a 24th minute opportunistic goal. And interesting to see what happens. But just on the stroke of halftime, Drazic with a clear-cut handball, not given, luckily, against FC Goa. So therefore, penalty denied to Al Seeb. And FC Goa take that 1-0 lead into the break. So therefore, at the moment, FC Goa 1, Al Seeb 0. Yeah, but FC Goa need to do more in the second 45 because they're stretching it, and yeah. No, the Chinese referees and the decision making. I know this match would be a mess. I've seen so many Chinese referees, same kind of mistakes in matches, domestic league and AFC matches. Goku, not only them, I think referees around Asia, even Europe, look at the Premier League, the Bundesliga, with the mistakes referees are making with VR. I think it's a general problem. So therefore, to single out Chinese might be different. Again, you want to start the discussion on Indian referees. Referees in general are a problem everywhere. FC Goa players obviously seem deprived of competitive game time. Kumar, how much of game time have Al Seeb had? 90 minutes, right? So that logic doesn't buy, right? Sorry, that makes no sense. They've had 90 competitive minutes in the Omani Super Cup. Their league starts next week. So they have home advantage. They're playing in front of their fans. They're playing in conditions which are unusual for a team from the Arabian Peninsula. And that to me, again, both teams are in preseason. Again, yes, FC Goa are in preseason over preseason, which I don't know what it is, but they could prepare for this game, Bachke sir, says Saksham, yes. Was that a penalty? Yes, Arnav. That was a clear-cut penalty. It's just being shown by Kale now at the moment. There is no discussion about it, and it seems, it is. It is. It is the way it is. How was the first half? Was it poor or good? Renal, the best thing is that Goa is leading. And about the rest, the less we speak, the better, because Seeb were the much better team, had more of the ball. I don't know if the stats will show it, 70, maybe 75% of the ball. And therefore, it's fine. Yes, absolutely, says FC Goa looks so hungry, though, as expected. Look, again, these guys also start their league only next week. So match practice is something which both teams are short of. I like what I've seen from Seeb. I'm impressed. I understand now why Manolo didn't trust Sangwan for national team. Goes to show no matter what we think of a player, a coach knows better than us. Rishabh, yeah, but are the others better? That's your problem, right? Akash Sangwan is one of the best. It's better not to speak about Indian referees. They are on another level. Exactly. Someone looks out of shape. Yeah, yes, they are. But these type of decisions happen, right? We've seen it in best of the leagues in the world, right? Yeah, and we have. And therefore, let's be happy about it. And the less we talked it, so this is the thing. So we were not robbed this time, Dan. Aditya, we've not been robbed. We, others against us, I think in the recent past, I guess it has been more luck on our side than on the other, right? So therefore, again, conspiracy, paranoia, whatever you want to talk about, none of it works. In my opinion, all these conversations that people have makes no sense. Now I'm not going to say some Asian class if I say that I would be hypocrite. Okay. Let's be honest, earned our possession, this and that doesn't make you win games, goals does. Yeah, it does, but it is you'll win maybe 1 out of 10, and we may be in that match today that FC Goa can pull this off, and let's hope. Yeah. Why these sheikhs come on pitch? Because he's the team manager, Siddharth. He's sitting on the bench. I don't know if you saw it earlier. He was sitting on the bench. He's the team manager. And if someone is a team manager or a club official, I think, that's the point. Hope FC Goa will win this game and get something on board. Yes, Siddharth. I think the game is very, very important, because if FC Goa don't win today, they might go the way of a lot of other teams and might just say, thank you very much. This team is done. So I think the players also know what it means for them, that they have something to play for, because then they have 6 matches at least in the Champions League in the next few months. This game also has club coefficient, no or not? Yes, Glock, it has. Do you think FC Goa foreigners up to the quality with what I'll see, but quality-wise, that too without foreigners? I think they're better. I think normally, if you've seen Ika Guruchena, if you've seen Borja Herrera, if you've seen Javi Severio, Drazic in that one moment showed how good he is, and that is it. Moreno and Timor are two very, very experienced players. I would say normally these are the kind of players I would say you have to give them a little bit of time, 2-3 months to maybe settle down and play a few matches. But you see, I'm liking the way they're playing. The combinations, the triangles and other things. It's just that, again, typical Asian side problem. If you don't play if you're playing without a foreign player or a foreign striker, that shows, or foreign attacking players. That weakens your team. And it's going to be interesting if they're going to make those changes. They've got one on the bench, Senegalese striker. And if FC Goa can actually hold this, because FC Goa didn't fully look fit to me, to be honest. But normally, I would say FC Goa's foreigners should be better than the Omanis. People don't realize Seeb literally has a good number of their national team players that are proper lower tier 2 side or best tier 3 side right now. Yeah. Maybe not even lower tier. I think a mid-table tier 2 side. That's what, and so let's see. Sheikh, how you come to officials in today's game is top notch so far. Yeah, so that I would have said it if he hadn't made that blunder. The decision about if a referee is good or bad is decided by mistakes. I take that, to be very honest, I take that mistake. It's in our favor. So therefore, for me, take it again. Drazic involved in both the key situations of the game, and therefore, for me, let's take it. Let's be happy, and if Goa win, great. Now we need ISL to be sorted out. Really bad playing like this at this stage. FC Goa won't survive group stage for sure. For sure, I don't think that they will see the group stage. With the ISL on, right? So therefore, for me, the ISL either will start in December or maybe even Jan. So therefore, so let's see. Let's not think of ahead of, but FC Goa outperform Mohanbagan ACL2 would be quite something. I'm up for it. Okay, Glock. It was Borja with the assist. Yeah, Borja with the assist and a lovely chip from Dejan Drazic. Really smart, clever, chipping it over the keeper, and then the bigger chip over the defensive midfielder who had dropped back, Ahmed Al-Khamisi, and that is the goal. Even though Odisha has outperformed Mohanbagan FC, so don't know what you guys are talking about. Yeah, Aditya, you should say even former Odisha FC. I guess, sorry to rub it in, but it looks likely that, it is done and dusted that Odisha FC will no longer play. Why the ground size is so small? Looks like 7-a-side Cape ground. It's not 7-a-side Cape ground. Actually, this is, I don't know if you have a feeling that it's small because you have so much of space on the side with greenery, because it's not a proper longish stadium. It's a little bit of an oval stadium. If I'm not wrong, even cricket matches used to be played there. So and let's see. What penalty or blunder you're talking about? Didn't saw anything in such surprised emotion. Yeah, Aditya, if it wasn't you, I would be saying Delulu fan, but because it's you, I'm not going to say that. It wouldn't be not that surprising if UFC Goa didn't make it to ACL or finished in group stage. We were interested to see Mohanbagan Kali best in players and team with the world-class foreigners. Mohanbagan has world-class foreigners? Did I miss something? I don't know. Any positive development in the FSDL issue? Ishan, nothing. As long as the Supreme Court doesn't come out with a judgment, nothing will happen. So we're stuck on that front. If the Supreme Court doesn't decide on the AFF constitution, nothing is going to move. So we're stuck with that at this moment in time. And as long as nothing happens on that front, we will have to wait and see what happens. I mean, FC Goa would at least grab a single win in the group stage, right? Mono, we all know how they'll end up. Rishabh, I don't think, where do you see an Indian team getting a win, and if they're going to be played, I don't know. Are there any truth to CFJ and Mumbai news, by the way? Glock, at the moment, nothing, because I think it's dependent on what's the next steps. If the ISL is not going to happen, then it's the end of the road of CFG's involvement in Mumbai City, and then we'll see. I think most of the ISL is going to be gone, right? So therefore, that's another point. What do you think about the ground condition? Is the Saudi field helping us more? Shomo, I don't think so. If you see the way I'll see playing, they're controlling the ball, they're passing the ball, they're moving around. It's not even a fitness issue. which I thought might have been something on these ground conditions. They look the better team at the moment. So no, sadly, so far not. Maybe in the long run, I don't know. I don't care whatever happens. I'm chill. In fact, I'll probably stop following football for a long time. Okay. So cold. Yeah, that's the problem, Gokuna. So cold. What is the takeaway for Indian football from this sports bill that has passed in Lok and Lok Sabha? Nothing much. It gives guardrails to federations. I'm a little worried about the sports tribunal, if it's really going to be as independent as people say, because I think there are a lot of means and ways put into the sports governance bill or act, which will allow the team, the federations to be sort of indirectly controlled by the governments, even though they're saying, that if there is a higher authority out there, the higher authority's rights are going to be ensured. And for me, those are some of the things. I think the ex-athletes point is a problem, and it's a huge problem in my opinion. But then we'll have to wait and see. And this whole talk about OCIs, PIOs, not even worth a discussion at the moment, because it says interact with the diaspora. I mean, it could mean that they interact with me. So that's the thing. Any sub weird halftime? Not at the moment, Ishan. I think I would keep this team on for at least another 15-20 minutes. I mean, Manolo is normally very conservative, and then let's see, because he got all his 6 foreigners on the field. So the question is, how fit are Dejan, Javi, Iker, and the others? And then let's see what he does. Tribunal means sports court. Now, which you wanted, Ishan? It is sort of a sports court, yes, but it's called tribunal, and therefore I've got some concerns about it. Hope they allow no jugats. Ishan, they've already done that in the bill. At least now there could be some movements in Supreme Court regarding case and MRA. Now the bill has been passed. Look, that's the hope, Let's see. What do you think? The MRA will be signed off? If saying the league will be? No, I think the MRA needs to be still discussed, right? The AFF, if we allow a new constitution, that then means we will also allow a new AFF to come in. So if I have that, then I'm in a situation of saying, you know what? I have to allow the new AFF to come in and then negotiate with the Reliance people about the MRA or whatever has been put forward. FC Goa was Seeb highest watching 30K. Meanwhile, normal BPL match between Basundhara King and whatever that team is has watching of 1.5 lakh. Feels so disappointing. Aditya, I think, we have to be honest to ourselves that Bangladesh or Nepal, despite being X times smaller than India, the craze for football is much bigger, So that's it, no? Will you do an ACL 2 group stage draw preview? The draw is on 15th August and you could have 2 clubs in group stage. Shomo would be a plan, so to say, to have do a preview, but let's wait and see what happens. I hope FC Goa is in it. Remember, I had the same doubt about interacting with diaspora. It could, just holding general talks with diaspora. Yeah, it could be. So, for example, the government interacts with someone like me, right? It doesn't have to be a player or something. It can be also management people. Do you think whatever preparation U20 national team will have as the World Cup is still going on, would we see something positive out of it, especially in U23 Kafa Cup? Doesn't matter, right? Under 23's preparations are totally messed up. I think that is a failure of the AFF. Naushad Musa has gotten some players now from Punjab FC. After today, they'll get some players from FC Goa, and right. Sorry, guys. So second half is kicked off. Oops. Well, they missed the kickoff. Already in a little on. Yeah, second half already on the way. Rather, the craze for national football metropolitans, which means a population of 4-5 average attendance. Yeah, but look, it's something of an issue, which I say if people want it, like it, or don't like it. But we have a problem in regard to the level of interest. So that's a thing, right? I see attack on the right. Looks like no substitutions so far. Nicely played. Played through, it back, and that should be offside. Yes, it is offside. Oops. So therefore, very interesting to see. Akash Sangwan on his own is a problem. He'll have to have the support of Drazic, and I think Manolo will have spoken about that with Dejan Drazic at the break. And interesting to see what he does. If he does change it to someone, looking at the subs, does he go ultra defensive? Nindo Jitamang, Ayush Chetri, Salto Vora, Mohammad Yasir Bryson. Difficult at this moment looking at this lineup. I don't know, if what does Ika Guru Chena plays it forward. Chance, maybe a shot attempt. Ball with Boris. Boris into the box, but easily collected by the keeper. Good that Alciva's final third problem blue. That's the whole lucky issue. Again, let them continue to attack like they have been in the first 45. I said it looks very nice what they're playing, but that final third penetration is a big problem, right? Seeb on the left. Boris beaten. Ball into the box, cleared by Sandesh. Al-Akbari once more, creating problems for Boris. Boris and Udanta jointly trying to avoid Asif keeping the ball in the middle of the park. Al-Mushaifri. Al-Alawi. Even the match of Basundar Kings, that because of Kuba Mitra, the origin players signed for them, also made debut for the AFC Government. That's how many Bangladeshi watched it. Kuku, even their local league matches, we're talking about it. I'll see with a good clearance there from Moreno. And another terrible shot. Kill now. Audio is not good. Okay, blue. Again, post-match, I guess, give them some feedback. Good to see them doing this, but this is the biggest broadcast that I think Kill now has done so far. So let's support them as much as all we can. And if there are things which didn't go well, just mention it. Don't sell it as criticism, but say, listen, guys, we've got some points maybe to mention. And then I think that is very, very fair that can be said or should be said to them. Throw in FC Goa. Boris to take it. At the moment. Throw in. I feel like Dawn Cup is harming us. Like, why is that competition being played when we're struggling of U23 player? That is the main reason why the army has such arrogance, with all due respect. It's not the army. Ooh, chance for FC Goa. It's the clubs who are not releasing player, no? Yeah, I got that. They're doing it first time. Exactly. Kerna as an Indian brand, so take all the problems they're facing and still support them. Great. We led against the Oman team in Guwahati. What a turnaround it could have been if we hadn't conceded 2 goals. Yeah. Chance for FC Goa. Corner. Yeah, I was there in Guwahati and we were great for 70 minutes, but then physically and literally fell apart and Oman scored 2 late goals. Corner, FC Goa. Shot. Ball into the box by Borja. Keeper's out, of course. Yeah, that's the second goal for FC Goa. Javi Severio. Second goal for FC Goa. 2-0. FC Goa. Yep. Serious scored like that guy. Yep, he does. And he's always been. Haven't seen such dropped energy from Indian team like we saw in Guwahati. What happened then? And yeah, very true, Ishan. Very good ball into the box. And Severio beats the keeper. Again, goalkeeping mistake. Yeah, he doesn't have to be there. He can just stay on his line. And defender tries to do an acrobatic bicycle kick. Borja sets up the second assist of the game. 2-0 FC Goa. And this looks now very good. And Ishan, it was you, huh? Who wanted the second. That's your second. It'll be interesting to see what Seeb now do, because it's do or die for them now. And FC Goa utilizing those mistakes. And maybe chances to break. Udanta on the wing. Lovely ball. Guruchena across to Drazic. Ball back. Doesn't get to Udanta. Seeb trying to clear. And play it forward as well. Goa defending. Goa have the ball back. This should give surety to FC Goa. They should be now. But again, don't concede. This is something which we also see with Indian teams quite a bit. And was the ball. Drazic keeps it nicely. Ikar Guruchena plays it to Javi. Can't play it on to Akash. And Seeb now with a chance. Akash now up front. Good evening, Dark Knight. And Drazic with the foul. Takes the ball away. Why Indian player look technically poor? Because they don't learn it. Dark Knight. That's a perfect cross. And terrible goalkeeping once more. Javi Severio. They look technically poor because they are technically poor and they don't learn it. Indian coaches don't want to talk about it. It's one of the big mistakes they do, right? Just to see what Seeb do. Again, FC Goa. And we saw the difference. What has been the difference in this game? Very simply, the foreigners, right? Borja set up Drazic for the first one and Javi for the second. Dangerous ball into the middle. And it doesn't touch the ball. Al-Busaidi. Ali Al-Busaidi with the ball. If things don't improve, this match is going to first and last professional match of the year. No, it's not. No. They're winning 2-0. Right? So FC Goa has got then 6 more matches to play. Mohun Bagan have 6 more matches to play. So we have still 12 matches to go in the Champions League then. No? The Champions League 2 at least. Throw in FC Goa on the left. Drazic gets it from Akash. Ooh, trying to clear it. And the foreigners are now using their intelligence and their experience. That's good to see from FC Goa. That's a good ball into the box. Doesn't get to it, Borja. But the ball comes back. Seeb no longer that much in control. Akash Sangwan with a good cross. But ball goes out. Goal kick. As Seeb try to build from the back. Ooh, goalkeeper lucky there in that situation. Still a chance. And David Timur into the arms of the keeper. Seeb. Seeb trying to shoot from weird positions, makes no sense. The final third penetration is their problem. Oh, I'm not luckily with all feet possible. FC Goa trying to clear. Tiwari clears. This proves foreigners are running ISL and had the horrible mistake of winning the press. XYZ, that's been always the case. Forget the ISL. I-League, in the days of the I-League in the NFL, the foreigners were the difference makers. In some teams, there were the vulnerable Indians making the difference, like, Baichung, Vijay, and all these guys, or Sunil and all. But normally, the key players are the foreigners, right? Why Indian players are technically poor? Why Origin sweet and lemon sour? Aditya, because they don't learn it, So therefore, if you don't learn it at a young age, then you can't do the catching up afterwards. That's the biggest problem we have. FC Goa playing with more confidence now, yes. Again, 2 goals is better than 1. And I guess also the advantage in this kind of situation, Seeb, it does, it seeps into your bones. You're playing well, but you're not able to penetrate. And that's going to be the key thing for them. Hey, Welzian, I'm doing good. Is it a surprise FC Goa leading? Don't know much about Seeb. If I look at the game so far after 59 minutes, I would say yes. But the opportunistic foreigners have been the difference between these two teams. And, the class of Borja, Dejan Drazic, and Javi Severio. And luckily poor finishing from their side. They look the better team, so therefore from that. Dinners look good as well. Yeah, Ishan didn't look good in the first few minutes, I felt. First 15, 20 minutes. He settled down with Moreno. Both of them have settled down. And again, we are lucky that their, final third penetration is just awful, luckily. Because look, they're creating chances. Look, on the wing. Does he play the ball? Look, comes into the middle, gets it in. And that's a goal for Seeb. Oops. And we have game on. I think Ali Al-Busaidi with the goal. Opala. Did something happen to Iker? I don't know what he's trying to do. No, it's not Busaidi. Is it Busaidi with the goal or was it? Or is it Nasser Al-Rawahi? Looks like number 77 was the goal scorer. And suddenly we have a game on, 2-1. Commentator scores, now it's scary. Yeah, sadly, Ishan, I was about to say, look, they're going to do another penetration and it's worth nothing. And this time it actually factually works for them. The number 17 in the middle and a good touch from the right winger who came into the middle. Yeah, beats Akash Sangwan and Moreno. Nasser Al-Rawahi, who's joined from another club this summer, 24-year-old. And he was set up by Ali Al-Busaidi, experienced 34-year-old. Oman international, over 100 matches for Oman. So this is game on, right? The Indian football luck is coming out. Oh, Aditya, I hope not. 1 goal cushion yet again. Oof, says Ishan. Yeah. And now it's going to be interesting. How does it break? Oh, that's a good ball. That's a good attempt. Good save there from Ritik Tiwari. Boris easily beaten. Very important save from Ritik Tiwari. And you guys are talking about Akash Sangwan. I should be more worried about the performance from Boris because I felt that he's been having more problems on that right wing. Yeah, very important save. Luckily, it didn't go in. Again, Ball on the left, ball into the middle, clearance from Sandesh Jingan. Ika Guruchena onto the ball. Nicely ball played to Drazic, but will he beat the keeper? Not this time. And the ball maybe stays in. It does stay in. It's all to play for. Ball into the other side. Ball into the middle. Sandesh Jingan clears. Both Akash and Boris and Akash. And, yeah. But they're exposed because the attacking guys. And this is all to play for suddenly. All happening. Seeb, FC Goa. Have to be careful. The whole advantage thing is gone. Ball dangerously into the box. Beats Pau Moreno. And Ritik Tiwari has the ball. 2-1 most dangerous scoreline. Yeah, 2-1 is the most dangerous scoreline. Dark Knight. It's better FC Goa don't let the opponent get into this moment. If not, it's all downhill. Well, then you're right, but the problem is, you know that you shouldn't do it. But football is such a game that you know what's going wrong, and you can't, on the field you can't change it, right? That's the challenge sometimes. So therefore, at the moment, yeah, it's very tricky. Free kick for FC Goa. Take some time out, and Seeb for once actually finished off one of the attacks. Sadly for us, but yeah, as you said, Ishan, commentators curse. FC Goa still lead 2-1. 64th minute free kick for the Gores. It's all to play for. It's all to play for in this AFC Champions League 2 playoff encounter. And what I forget to always say, please like, please share this video as well. Thanks for that. Free kick into a dangerous area. Free kick given. Yeah, foul, attacking foul. I think from Javi Severio. And replay of the goal. That's a good ball in and even better finish. No blame, I think, on another yellow. Yeah. So he's been a thorn in the flesh of Akash Sangwan Nasser Al Rawahi. And he scored that goal. And Boris beaten again nearly now. He's trying to stay on. And they're now doubling up. Oh, ball into the danger area. Can they clear Udanta? Yes, he can. Chance maybe for FC Goa. Oh, Ika Guruchena loses the ball very dangerously. Long range attempt. Al Akbari with Al Makhzumi. That's a long range attempt. Ooh. Al Alawi. That was dangerous. Just over the goal. FC Goa are living dangerously after conceding. I think that's the summary of this game at the moment. The 24th minute, Dejan Drazic gave FC Goa the lead. Javi Severio with a header in the 52nd minute doubled that advantage. And then it was Nasser Al Rawahi who reduced the deficit. FC Goa now on attack on the left side. Borja with the ball. Can he spin it? Can he turn it? Goes way over. Yeah, they are under pressure. Seeb with the long ball from the defender forward. Akash clears. Can Drazic get to it, but interesting to see how both the teams use their substitutes. That's a foul from Moreno, who settled in. He and Sandesh had a little bit of issues at the start, I thought. But they're under a lot of pressures because their wing backs are under a lot of pressure. Oman. And these guys are playing actually to get to the World Cup. So this is a different level to what India normally plays. Their midfield general. There's a forward cleared by Sandesh Alawi. Throw in Al-Busaidi. Al-Akbari. Cleared by Boris and doesn't clear it well. They are in the box. Don't foul now. Al-Makhzumi. Busaidi. Plays it to her side. Drazic wins the ball. Chance to for a counter. Needs support. Plays it to Ikar. Back to Ikar. And plays it to Timur. Collecting some pass numbers. Good ball to Akash Sangwan. Looking for Javi Severio, doesn't get to it. And that's cleared. The money player wants a foul, but it's going to be a throw-in for FC Goa, right? No? Or has the foul been given? Yeah, foul been given. And I'll see with the substitutions. Aziz Sisse getting ready and Al Majid are getting ready. Abdul Aziz Sisse, the Senegalese centre forward who joined from US Wakam. I hope I spelled it, pronounced it right. Yeah, has joined from Senegal just a few days ago. Let's see if he can make a difference. I hope not. FC Goa under pressure. Khalid hasn't given a 2-year contract. Let's hope there's an exit clause this time around. Yeah, Ishan. We will discuss that, of course, in the coming days. Not a topic for the moment. I think this match is too exciting. In the 70th minute, all to play for. FC Goa leading 2-1. Can they hold on? Can they avoid conceding a second? That's a dangerous one. Timur clears it. Chance for FC Goa to break. Javi Severio loses the ball, but Dejan Drazic now with a chance. Is that Ikar Guruchena? Yes, it is. No, it's not. It's Borja Herrera, I think. Borja looking for Udanta. Ooh, Udanta doesn't get to it. Heads it on to the shoulder, I think. Boris. Ball into the box. And that's surely given a foul from Ikar Guruchena. Yeah, play on. The keeper has the ball. 71st minute in this encounter. All to play for at the Fatorda. This is opening up on the other side. Can Khalid, I'm saying Sandesh clears it, sorry. Just looking at what you said. It's all over. Oh, the ball goes through. The left back with the ball. And good important save there. Al-Makhzumi. But Ritik Tiwari with another save. Throw in FC Goa. And Manolo agitated on the side. It's all to play for FC Goa. And they're saying the chance there for Al-Akbari, cleared by Sandesh Chingan. The Great Wall of India, so to say. And then Al-Makhzumi. Yeah, luckily he's a left back and not an attacker. Otherwise, he would use a different technique. But Ritik Tiwari standing tall. Al-Busaidi plays it on to Al-Akbari against Udanta. Dangerously in the box. But Al-Mukbali unable to do something. That's going to go over. Yes, it is. And it's going to go out. Throw in FC Goa. They will take their time. 72 minutes plus now at the Fatorda. FC Goa 2, Al Seeb 1, all to play for. Ishan, let's talk about Khalid maybe on another day. Today, I think let's focus on this game. There's a lot at the moment riding here. Seeb doesn't get it cleared too much. Ball back with Seeb. They have too much of the ball. FC Goa allowing them too much of control. Ball back with Akbari. Cross. That's going to go too far. Akash. Maybe Dejan. Back with Dejan Drazic. Back with Akash Sangwan. And Drazic does well to keep the ball. Paul Moreno clears it. Khamisi. And Majed. Seeb controlling the game. FC Goa only playing counter-attacking football. And the ball back with Akbari. Al-Akbari on that left flank. Again, a dummy against Boris into the danger zone. Nearly an own goal from Moreno. Corner. They are under pressure. FC Goa. 72 minutes, no subs for FC Goa yet. Yeah, I mean, who are you going to sub? You have got 6 foreigners on the field. And whenever you're going to take a foreigner off, the quality is going to go down, right? So that's the thing. Do you then think about taking Udanta off and maybe bring on a Bryson? I'm not sure. All over the place. Corner collected by Tiwari and long ball forward. Maybe chance for a counter for FC Goa. But Seeb rally the troops at the back. Akash Sangwan. Plays it into the ball of the opponent. And that should be an easy one for Ritik Tiwari to collect. Nearly 75 minutes gone. FC Goa 2, Seeb 1. Someone is down. Looks like Akash Sangwan is down. The referee says for Ritik Tiwari to play the ball out. Doesn't do that, but still blows the whistle. Sandesh, trying to say keep your cool. Akash Sangwan, yeah, that's going to happen. This is your first match, Akash Sangwan, this season, and he had to run a lot. No Jay Gupta either now. That's also true, Ishan. So that's the question. Who do you actually play if Akash has to go off? Do we put maybe a Nimdorji Tamang in there? Or maybe ask a Seriton? Or honestly don't know. What could be the option in that? That's the question for me. What does Manolo Marquez now do if he has to find an option, so to say? Okay, someone walking off. Manolo with no substitution, 76 minutes gone. Trusting his first 11. Both Seret and Boris are very right foot dominant, hardly use the left foot. Yeah, Ishan, but what are the options? I'm just thinking about the options he has in the squad. No? And thumb goes up. Once more the goal. Dejan Drazic steps over the keeper. Chip into the goal. Second one. Header from Javi Severio. And then the third one, or the first one for Seeb. The match is fired up at the moment, very truly. Honestly, now foreigners are doing everything, attacking and defending. Indian players are doing minimalist work, clearing the ball. Basically, Akash Sangwan is being turned in and out. Pace is different. Yeah, but not only him. Same with Boris. Same problem on the other side. And I think Ritik Tiwari and Sandesh Jignan have to be mentioned here. who have their part. But yes, you're right. The foreigners are the key to this success so far. No doubt about it. Right. 77 plus minutes. FC Goa still leading 2-1 against Al Seeb in the AFC Champions League 2 playoff round. If FC Goa win, they play in the ACL 2. If they lose, they will play in the AFC Challenge League. Al Seeb trying a shot, doesn't happen. Chance for a counter, doesn't happen. All right. Abhijit, today is not the day to talk about sports bill, sports governance bill, whatever. We are into this game, guys. Focus on the game. Al Seeb trying to combine their way forward. Once more on that left flank. Al Seeb keep the ball. And FC Goa, doing it well, tightening up in the middle. I thought 5 foreigners, 1 on bench would have been better than starting all 6. Blue, I don't think so. It might be something, but I think they needed all 6 on the field if you see the way playing. Sandesh Jing using experience, but the pace of money player is so fast. Actually, just the ball moved just faster than that cross on Salah, and Sandesh couldn't even get his leg out. Yeah. Free kick for the Omanis. XYZ, that's the problem, right? This is a different pace, and they know that their league starts next week. They are ready, right? And FC Goa, they had only just one thing to prepare, and that's today. And that is something. Yeah. Free kick for Al Seeb. 10 yards outside of the box. Al Makhzoumi. And Sadia there, short one. They like their small little passing. They're not trusting their own headers, it seems. Ball into the box, cleared by Guruchena, but back with Al Seeb. They're just waiting FC Goa too much, too defensive. Majid, the substitute, has come in. Opala slips, gets up again. Mushafi looking for the gap, and that is too much of play. FC Goa, can they do something? Drazic, foul, keeps the ball. Borja on his own. He's going to go to the corner flag, is he? No, he's not. Tries to clear his lines, keeps the ball. Oh, that's a good ball of Javi Severio, and that's a third. No, it's not. It's offside. He misses. Ooh, not offside. Javi Severio. I don't think one would risk a mix-up, so he needs foreigners on pitch. You can see the Indian players tripping on the ball. Yeah, very right. I see playing all Omani side right on. No, they've got one foreigner, the Senegalese striker. Yep, blue. Oof, that was it. What a miss, says Icon Loan. Yeah, that would have been decider, Javi Severio. I hope it's not costly. Defending this deep will not help FC Goa 100%, but the question is, you have to create chances and opportunities. You have to create something, and that's not happening at the moment, right? That's the reality of things at the moment in this game. FC Goa are not able to create things. 82nd minute. And I see this can literally come back to bite the gauze. Yep, it can, Aditya. That's football. Probably fresh legs will help. Yeah, Ishan, but which position? If they qualify SL2, is going to be hard for them. Very hard, Icon One. At the start, they will not have the ISL, so it would be very, very tough for them. I think the ISL will not start before the Champions League is over. Oh, Boris. Good body there. See, even with FC Goa playing 6-4, and this almost Omani side still dominating. possession finishing in Fatorda, missing Indian football is so much behind. Yeah, XYZ. You're saying nothing new. They should have, I mean, this was clear to me before the game. Oman is a team which could go to the World Cup. Some of these players might be playing in the World Cup if they make it through the playoffs. Bryson for Danta, yeah, that's one idea I had. That was one idea I had. Or, I don't know, maybe Nindorji Tamang, take one attacking player out. Bryson getting ready. 83rd minute on the clock. Long ball from Ritik Tiwari. And Hoppala doesn't keep it in. Throw in FC Goa. And Ikagor Chena saying, take your time. Don't be too quick. Now the experience comes in from some of these players. Have to be smart. And yeah, you can see, you can feel the tension at the Fatorda. Sahil Tavora and Bryson are coming on. So a blocker. Staying on the ball. That's a foul. Yeah. David Timur wins a few seconds, keeps the ball. No, Ishan, they all play in Oman. Ball stays in. The twists and turns. Oh, that's a nice ball forward. That's a dangerous ball into the box. Cleared. Very important clearance. This is now the chances come. Javi Siverio waiting for options. Maybe a chance. No, not. And interception goes now the other way. Their league isn't good. Their basics are good. What we see today, the basics are good, but the finishing is as good as Indian players, right? Borja. Yes, Borja might be someone, or Iker, one of those two, become. And the ball is played out. Someone down? Seems to be a thing. Either someone, or is it someone else? Yeah, Akash is down. Yeah, they've been waiting. Bryson, Sahil, Tavor have been waiting now for the last 3-4 minutes to come in. And Akash Sangwan, yeah, it's no longer. Sandesh trying to give him a pep talk to fight it out for another 5+ minutes. Sangwan is down once more. Yes, very, very true. And substitutions happening. And Akash seems to be done. Interested to see who's going to go on that position. Substitution, Akash Sangwan is done for the day. Just to see what kind of substitution they will now make. Should FC Goa have played Durand for better game experience? No. Okay, the standard is so bad of the Durand, it makes no sense for them to play that. And then who knows, someone might have gotten injured. Makes no sense. Yeah, he will be subbed off. And Saltavora comes on for Akash Sangwan. Okay, they've made a change. And just see what. And Bryson also comes on. Udanta off. Without any proper preseason and suddenly playing this high intensity game, definitely players on the top of their fitness. I can't know. They had a preseason for the last month. They prepared for this game only, And the Omanis are also in preseason. They've only played the Super Cup and some friendly games. So we are in the same situation. The league starts next week. Seeb has Oman national team players, all of them. They are struggling. How? Because the Omani players are better than us. Right? Let's be clear. Where is Sabir Gaon when you need him? Ishan, he's joined it. Odisha FC last year. I'll see when the ball back. Hmm. Bryson, Sahil, back with Bryson. Ika plays it back to Bryson. Is he going to get to it? No. And that's a foul. Confusion there. Someone speaking Chinese, someone speaking Arab, and then trying to speak English. Seeb are training Simon that FC Goa foreigners are better than Oman national team players. No, they're not. Agni, the result is one thing. The way that Al Seeb has played, Al Seeb were better, have been better. So no. Yes, I know. I remember when he came on as a sub during a season and ended up playing the whole season. Yeah, Ishan, I remember that. Those are the days, right? And Al Seeb, sadly, no longer the clock is on. I'm not sure. It's back 88 minutes plus. FC Goa clearing. This is too much of one-way traffic for my liking. FC Goa need to create something. Long ball. Sandesh clears it for a throw-in. Captain Sandesh Chingan once more clears. I'll see. Trying to play, and that's too much of twist and turn. They don't. This is the only thing that you can say about Al Seeb. Luckily, they are not smart enough to know when to release the ball. That's the biggest problem. Why Oman, Jordan, Kuwait invest money in foreigners like other Middle East nations playing ASL3 won't help them? Okay, they're not investing for foreigners. I mean, Al Seeb has got two foreigners and one is in the squad and came on as a sub. So they're playing their leagues, right? They're not bothered about continental competitions. They've won the AFC Cup in the past, right? So let's not forget it. So that's it. Dispossessed. Any chance for FC Goa to break? No. Back with Al Seeb. Few seconds to go. The 90 will be up. Al Seeb, multiple substitutions waiting on the side. Oh, that hurt. Bryson might beat his marker. Man down. Kika Guru Chena. That's hurting. By the way, other UAE, Qatar, Saudi Arabia also. Yeah, Ogni, I know. So substitutions for the Qataris. I think they're risking it. Looks like it was Javi down. So like Japanese clubs, they win AFC Champions League with mostly Japanese football players. Yeah, and their best players play in Europe, right? So that's also not to forget. Seeb with the ball in the 91st minute, attempt goalwards and goes wide. That could be the saving grace for FC Goa, that Al Seeb's finishing continues to be awful, woeful. At the moment, 2-1 for the Gores. And another player down, Javi Severio, on the field, getting treatment. 92nd minute. +6 on the clock. Yes, Ishan. Treatment happening. Sorry, guys. Oh, counter. Sorry. Um, ah, Bryson. Sorry, I just had to go and take a break quickly. And taking this Bryson. Overcooked, but not that bad. Why these Omani players don't play in lower divisions of Europe? They seem to be better than FC Goa Spanish players. Because Chirag, I think a lot of these Middle Eastern players don't want to go abroad, right? They don't even want to go to other countries. Oh, is that a free kick? Foul given against Dejan Drazic, 94th minute. Crunch time, free kick outside of the box. It seems like Borja Herrera has gone to left back because he's a left-footed player to replace Akash Sangwan. Let's see. Silly giveaway. Truly agree. Hopefully FC Goa survive this. It's been a great fight from the Gores. Cleared. Ball back into the box. Cleared by Sandesh. Potentially a chance to break for Dejan Drazic. Keeps the ball. Dejan Drazic smartly done. Back to Seeb. Not cleverly done. Little over a minute to go in regulation time. In added time. Seeb will try and get the ball into the box. Luckily, a bad pass. Try and clear. Cleared by the Gores. 95th, 96th minute on. Ball still in. Seeb with the ball. Last man. Ball played into the box. Should be cleared by Moreno. He does. But back with Seeb. Will chip it again into the box. Or won't they? No, they won't. Last few seconds in the game. Cross into the box. That could be a chance. Just cleared by the Gores. And a chance to Dejan Drazic to break. He has the ball. 96 minutes plus on the clock. Dejan Drazic, does he beat his marker? No, he doesn't. Seeb have the ball back. One last time. The Gores need to defend. Ball played forward on the right wing. Can they get the ball into the box? They're trying. Attempt. Blocked. Ball out. Will the ball come into the box? It does. It does. And luckily, the striker doesn't put it on. Seeb with the ball. Ball's going to come from the right into the box. Beats Guru Chena. Ball in the box. Ball in the box. And that's going to be a corner. The corner is given. Chirag, I think we go into penalties. I'm not sure. I didn't read the tournament regulations. I think, again, I'm not 100% sure if Seeb are able to draw. Corner already taken. Ball into the box. Dangerous into box. Cleared. I think by Sandesh. Should be over. And yes, final whistle. Final whistle. FC Goa score a 2-1 victory against Seeb Club of Oman and reach the group stage of the AFC Champions League 2. FC Goa win. Congratulations to Manolo Marquez and the boys. A big fight. A very, very big fight. Dejan Drazic and Javi Severio with the goals. That was a fight towards the end. And Aditya says congrats to the Gores. And that was a big fight. That was a big fight from the Gores. And in the end, the foreigners for FC Goa, that was the difference. will Mohun Bagan FC Goa say no? Dark night can't be possible. Normally, teams from the same country are kept in separate groups, but that's good. And yeah, FC Goa, great that they've made it. Big win, important win for them, but important win for Indian football also. Maybe this is something which can be, help. Sorry, just let me put out my tweet. I'm just putting out a tweet. Just give me 2 seconds and then I'll be back. A minute, sorry. Right, sorry, my tweet has gone out. So yes, let's go. FC Goa and Asia final, 2 teams in ACL2, not AFCL2, AFC Champions League 2 or ACL2. Vaman, yes, great success. Simon says, let's go. Big win for not only FC Goa but also for Indian football. And we have to be honest, great performance from Al Seeb Club of Oman. But FC Goa showed their cool, and the foreigners showed their class. Bora Herrera twice setting up first. Dejan Drazic, opportunistic goal. And the second one after following a corner. Ball into the box and a Javi Severio header. This is what is best known. He could have scored a third. And yeah, they move into the group stage of the AFC Champions League. Two Indian teams in the ACL2. It's up to the AFF to mess up our preparations. Simon, they have nothing to do with our preparations. The clubs can do their preparations. The AFF has nothing to do with it. The clubs, the only problem will be that while the other clubs are going to be in their league season and they're going to be playing matches in between their AFC commitments, so not everything can or should be blamed on the AFF. Let's be clear on that. The AFF can be blamed for a lot, but not for everything that goes wrong in Indian football. Basundhara Kings also won qualification. Yeah, Shomo, but I think they qualified for the Challenge League, if I'm not wrong. And Shanlata says, damn, never seen so good days in Indian football. Yeah. Again, let's take it as long as we can, so to say. In other areas, things are not good. You told that Ritik Tiwari should be instead of Vishal K today. He showed why. Yeah, Prasanjit, I think very talented goalkeeper. Kept his cool also in difficult, so yeah, I think in 2-3 occasions saved his team from losing, and very, very important. Dejan was just like Tural, people judge them more by stats than actual gameplay, says Simon. How FC Goa and Mohun Bagan prepare if IS is not happening? That is on them. No? That's now the club officials have to find means and ways. They'll play friendly matches here and there. Maybe they play friendly matches against each other. But that's on them, right? The ISL is not starting before December, given the realities of things at the moment. So that means that the ACL2 will be over by the time the last match day is played in the ACL2 before the ISL starts. So the ISL will not help them. And you saw how rusty FC Goa looked today, right? So you see that some sort of match practice would be good. Again, I don't think that the Durand Cup would have been the right match practice, in my opinion, right? If you ask me, I don't think the Durand Cup is the right match practice for them. But to me, that's very, very important. And we also have to say, you know what? Okay, they're just showing maybe clearance from Fatorda. That the referee made a blunder, and that was in our favor, right? So once more. So therefore, yeah. Agree, sir, but with no season in between, by the way, would the clubs be able to play with the same 10 as the rest? No. So therefore, that is now for the clubs, the coaches, the managements to think and ponder and do whatever they need, right? I mean, FC Goa, if they lost today, again, might have ceased their operations, and you don't know if they would have played the Challenge League. So therefore, now at least we know that they'll play the Champions League. So that's good news. And let's see. I'm very happy that this has happened, and that's good for Indian football. With all that is going wrong at the moment, that's very, very good news. Very, very important good news for Indian football that FC Goa has qualified for the AFC Champions League 2 group stage, and that's very, very important. Simon says Mazhar are in a similar state of affairs with no domestic league in the Maldives. Simon, you have to live with it, right? You have to live with it. But Seeb, to me, looked very good. If I'm not wrong, could be a candidate to win the AFC Challenge League, right? They look very, very good. So, yeah. LM as an explanation, Bashundara Kings won qualification to Challenge League, which is third tier. This is second tier. The Goa won Acer 2. Yes, that's what I said. Ritik Dwara has pulled off some good saves against Oman players. Oman football is way ahead than our football. And here Vishal Kate messes against Bangladesh. Yeah, that's, again, whatever it is. But Oman is trying to qualify for the World Cup. But this match showed you the difference of players from Europe compared to players in Asia. This match is a perfect example. So therefore, for me, yeah, this is something where I'd say we have to be honest about it. But Ritik Tiwari is someone that hopefully we can see and build as a number one in the long run. I think that's a very, very good possibility. Seeb is definitely a good team. It's just that FC Goa had a Drazic. Things would have been different with only 4 foreigners on the pitch. Most probably, yeah. And therefore, you saw also Manolo keeping his foreigners on the field. And to me, they made the difference. Yeah, that's the difference in quality. And impressive to see how this game in the end panned out. This is very interesting to see. And it was the individual brilliance which won the game for FC Goa, right? Seeb with more of the ball, but again, if you can't finish, luckily they couldn't finish. Otherwise, this would have been a different game, and therefore FC Goa deservedly go through. That's great news for us, for Indian football. And let's see, Ritik has matured a lot. I hope he becomes the number one in the long run. Yeah, I think he's a candidate. Oman players better than the Indian counterpart. Dark Knight, that's nothing new. I think Oman players have been better than us for the last 15, 20 years, right? You see the way they build up, the way they play. Again, the only thing, the final pass or the finish, even though the goal that they scored was brilliant. But then, that's the thing with us, right? If we had 6, 7, let's say seven Indians playing, I don't know if it would have been. And Simon says, Dark Knight, they're better than us any day, yeah. And I think we also saw the difference. These are some of the better Indian players who were on the field, and you saw the Omani quality. It's good that we're not playing Oman anytime soon, I hope, because they are of a different level. Right. Any more queries, questions? I don't know if there's something to add to this. More than 2 hours and 15 minutes of this live. I hope you enjoyed, everyone, this conversation. I at least enjoyed this watch along. So therefore, for me, I'm very, very happy. Let's wait and see. And Blue says now 50% chance Al Nassr will play against an Indian club. No, because I think FC Goa will go into pot 3 and Mohun Bagan will go into Mohun Bagan will go into pot 3 and FC Goa will go into pot 4. Yeah, let's wait and see. We can say more foreigners playing, but that's what Saudi clubs do, so we should not think about it much today. Prasanjit, I do think about it because it today exposed us on the one side, so let's see. Good for Ashish, he needs to do this more often. Simon, I think this is a one-off. I don't know if they can do it again, but great to see that they've done this. I think that's very, very important for them as Kiel now. And for me, it's something which we shouldn't forget. Great to do it. So let's see. Kiel now can actually be a safe bet for broadcasting opinion. I don't think, Simon, because then there is the money matter involved, and I think Ashish has told clearly, right? This is something. Let's see. It's still 50% because there's a country protection now. Yeah, but is it 50% depending on the group? Again, no, we would have to do a little bit of maths. Don't want to act like a toddler. What does Kerna earns from these deals and live streams? Aditya, they're spending. They're not earning. They're not earning. They're losing money on this. Again, this is your problem. You guys think that they earn money from this, right? They're not earning money from this. They are losing. They're actually physically losing money on this. This is not something to earn money. So it's great to see that they've done what they've done today. And to me, yeah, it's good. But let's see if they can do more. And you think they should do it more, yeah. But again, on days like this, it's easy. And again, full support, great to see. And yeah. There are 4 groups now. I forgot it depends on the number of groups. Yes, so that's my point. We should revert back to the 5 foreigners rules. The ISL happens. No, I think the 4 rule is good. The 5 rule takes out 1 Indian per team, depending, I don't know, 12, 13, 14 teams in the ISL. If it was there, I think the 4 rule is good. But yeah, again, we need to think about if the league is happening or not before we think about the number of foreigners. Therefore, for me, that's the main important thing. Towards the end of this live, once more, a reminder, if you like the conversation, leave a like behind, share it with others. That we can grow this community. Watch my other videos. And yeah, support the channel. We moved to 2,820. So we've gotten a few new subscribers today. Thank you guys for joining in. Watch the short videos. I did a preview thing with, my hopeful preview thing today about FC Goa. Actually do something post for tomorrow, and keep on supporting.